Hello all, I am Sanjay. I'm a co-founder of OI Labs. I'm an engineer by profession and entrepreneur by passion. During my the mentor of change journey in the Atal Innovation Mission, I'm quite excited about this journey, and it's a lot of learning. It's lots of learning because of the great pool of the mentors as a RMOC, as a MOC. I think this is the great learning I do have, and I'm quite excited about this podcast series by Vinod. I usually listen out this podcast series, and it was quite excited, and I'm sure you would too as well, because it contains a lot of motivational stories encapsulated by the mentors, by the students, and it will help us out in this journey to get it ahead and that the innovation journey of India. And I think there is good things involved in it, and I wish all the best to Vinod for this podcast series, and thank you so much for having me here. And I'm urged to all the mentors, please spread out this message. This is a beautiful message of the innovation spreading out all over the India, globally. I think this is the must needed. Thank
Welcome to the special edition of the podcast series, Regional Mentor Interview by Vinod Tiwari, where you will discover true motivational stories of India. To represent 34 states and 722 districts of India, there is only 90 regional mentor of change and around 5,000 plus mentor of change who are associated with the flagship initiative of Atal Tinkering Lab by Atal Innovation Mission, NITI Aayog. These intellectuals and experts have been selected for mentoring to 7,200 schools across India, where approx 5 million students are benefited directly, with a vision to cultivate 1 million children in India as narrate innovators. Mr. Vinod, the host of the show, is also a regional mentor of change for Gujarat State, a best-selling author, international speaker, engineering director, and influencer, solar expert awardee, a strategic thinker, and has been referred to as a magician of words. He is truly a professor of success principles from the University of Life. In this podcast, he is going to interview one of the important regional mentors to learn about his journey, accomplishments, and ATL success till date. It would be definitely quite informative and motivating for all of us. Enjoy, and you can thank us later.
Hello and namaste and good evening. I'm honored to welcome each one of you to the one and only podcast show for students from all over India who are associated with Atal Tinkering Lab and those who wish to get engaged with the flagship initiative by Atal Innovation Mission NITI Aayog.
Welcome to the special edition of the podcast series, Regional Mentor Interview by Vinod Tiwari, where you will discover true motivational stories of India.
This episode is sponsored by rkswealth.com. A fastest growing company promises to be your partner into the journey of financial freedom. So you might be thinking that who are the regional mentors and who are the mentor of change? Let me just explain. To maximize the input of the Atal Tinkering Lab, Mentor of Change program is envisaged to be the largest formal volunteer network in India. Mentor of Change is aimed at engaging leaders, industry community professionals, brilliant technocrats, entrepreneurs who can guide and mentor young students in these labs for their neighboring schools to be as a role model for young innovators. After competitive rounds of the selections and reviews, top mentors from all over India has been identified and selected to take extra responsibility of their respective states. So approximately 91 regional mentor of change has been selected in 2 batches from existence of 5,000 plus mentor of change across the nation. So we are going to interview all of the regional mentor of change on an alphabetical basis and batchwise.
So here in this episode, I would like to invite Mr. Sanjay Jangid, who is a regional mentor of change from the state of Rajasthan. Welcome, Sanjay, and here is my first question to you. Can you please brief about you and your achievement so far till 2021?
Hello all, I am Sanjay Jangid. I am an engineer by profession, and thank you Vinod for having me here. I am quite excited about this podcast. Basically, I am a serial entrepreneur, a startup founder, and right now I am running my own startup named as OI Lab. To know more about me and my work, let's come a little bit in flash. So here I want to be honest, a decade or a little bit earlier, we don't have much more opportunities due to lack of resources and information availability in school days. But in college days, we realized missing the industry opportunities, the right kind of opportunities we are having on a misplaced. A right kind of bond with the industry and academia is missing over there. And fortunately, I got an opportunity to work as a MNC after my college days. Here I was fortunate enough, I got an opportunity to work a kind of a mentorship, a great mentorship and a great project. Basically, the idea is very simple. The company wants to utilize their fresh talent for their own internal process improvisation. So that's an idea. And here, my entrepreneur bug bites me there, and the journey started over here. And as after a few years study and preparation, in 2016, despite having a US H1 visa and on-site opportunity, I decided to drop an idea and started my own startup in 2016 as Open Lab. The OI Lab has idea is very basic, simple idea we do have. So this is a gap between academia and industry, and we need to fulfill it out. How we do that? We just create some opportunities from the industry, come up on our virtual platform, and on the other hand, we do a students talent crowd, so we can nurture their talent for the industrial readiness. And that's the idea we worked out. And here journey started out, and later down the timeline we got a good opportunity from the right kind of connect from the industry. We heard various of MNC, various of institutions, even government projects all together working on innovation and the technology prototypes. So that's we started out by means of that career. But here still we need to work out on various of the models, and I think we do have some good opportunities in our hand going on, and that's the best idea of the startup. Our mission and vision is very clear. We need to bridge the gap between corporate and academia, and there is a huge problem statement here do we have. And in the short span of the time, we tried to utilize this kind of thing by our best, but still we believe we need to work out on a much more detailed way, and I think we are getting a good response, the result in that direction. अगर हम कर पाते हैं इस डायरेक्शन में, I think it's much needed, and we will got a good opportunity in the line. Already there are the certain opportunities is already in queue. So that's all about my a little bit journey as a startup founder, Vinod. And I think there are various of things still we need to cover out, and that goes on.
Great, Sanjay. It's good to know more about you, that you are a serial entrepreneur, engineer, and a startup founder. And you are doing a great job of nurturing the talent and bridging the gap between academia and corporate. Wow.
So guys, many of you would be thinking that what exactly is the ATL? I'll just brief about it. It is one of the aggressive initiative by our Prime Minister of India to establish innovative workplace in high schools based on the global living lab models, allowing a regular exchange of innovative ideas between the schools, teachers, expert mentors, NITI Aayog team, parents and other relevant stakeholders. So the objective of this scheme is to foster curiosity, creativity and imagination in young minds, and inculcate skills such as design, mindset, computational thinking, adaptive learning to empower critical thinking, communication and problem solving. So as on today, there are approximately 7,200 Atal Tinkering Labs which has been successfully established across India, and out of which 70% of them are either in the government schools or government aided schools, including girls or co-ed schools. So hope you got a brief understanding about the Atal Tinkering Lab. Okay, so here we go for the second question.
So Sanjay, we would like to understand that why did you got influenced to join the flagship initiative of Atal Tinkering Lab? Can you please narrate your perspective?
Yeah, here, Vinod, my innovation journey started out little bit earlier as we started out our startup named as Open Innovation Lab, which is quite inclined towards the innovation, especially in the young talent mind. And we rightly examined the problem statement. We need to work out on a bottom part. We need to influence our young talent on innovation to create something new, and we need to create a problem solving attitude towards our young brigade, you can say. Fortunately, I also got an opportunity worked with the Atal Innovation Mission as a mentor of change, and later on we are promoted as a regional MOC for the Atal on a Rajasthan cadre. As you are also a regional MOC, and I am sure you must be agree with my point, this is a quite excited initiative by Government of India and by the NITI Aayog to nurture an innovation culture right from the school level, as a especially initiative Atal Tinkering Labs. So I got an opportunity to attend various kind of sessions with the schools. I personally have mentorship with 3 to 4 schools, and I got an opportunity to interact with the young talent who are working towards the problem solving skills. और मैं ये सच में जब देखता हूँ very young talent 5th 6th grade students, he tries to solve a problem who is a huge problem from the industry side, and he come up with an idea to sort out a problem. So here the energy it's energized me to work out at that initiative, and I think it's much needed. So ये मैं नहीं कह रहा हूँ, मुझे लगता है बहुत सारे learned person ने इस initiative को चुना है, और I think it's a must needed for India specifically. If you have a India vision of 2030 2050 kind of things, we need to work out in direction, and fortunately we can see that we have a great inclined towards our innovation index globally as an India side.
Yes, we need to develop a positive solving attitude among the students. And yes, I'm fully agree that it's an excited initiative by NITI Aayog for mentoring the students across India.
Well, I'm so excited to tell you that the project, which was initially started like as a pilot project, has become one of the biggest and successful project of the country, Atal Tinkering Lab. And till today, around 1.1 lakh innovative projects has been created for social and cross-cultural collaborations, ethical leadership, and to help in building innovative solutions for India's unique problems. Well, in order to foster inventiveness among students, Atal Tinkering Lab do conduct different activities ranging from regional level, national level, and school level competitions and exhibitions or workshops. So you will agree that today we stand on the brink of a technological revolution, which will certainly alter the way we think, we live, we work, we shop, we eat, whatever we do. And this is called Industrial Revolution 4.0, which is a digital fusion actually of technologies such as artificial intelligence, robotics, the Internet of Things, autopilot vehicles, 3D printing, nanotechnology, material science, biotechnology, quantum computing, you name it, there are so many. So completely it's a digital revolution 4.0.
So Sanjay, here is my third and last question to you. Which are those 3 unique skills much required by the students for Industrial Revolution 4.0?
Here I would say creativity will become one of the top 3 skills, undoubtedly, because this is the must needed to start it out any kind of innovation altogether. Second one, I would say emotional intelligence, which doesn't actually feature in the top 10 today, but I believe it will become one of the top skills needed by all. And last but not the least, I guess the problem solving mindset or the attitude, especially in a young talent. Here, Vinod, we need to see that for last almost 2 3 couple of years, you can say, yes, things are working in a that direction, and that's why we people can see that we do have a huge lab of some innovation index or the product side unicorns from the India itself. A global problem solving unicorns are working in India, and I think we are. This is the positive things we can come up. And here Atal is also doing in a right direction, I believe, and that is the most needed. As I said, this why we people personally connected with this kind of initiative, because we need to work out on a bottom line. If our bottom brigade can work out in that direction, I think बहुत सारी problems तो अभी solve हो सकती है अगर हम लोग उसको सही direction में nurture कर पाते हैं. If I would say industrial revolution, I think in that direction already we started out. हमें बस करने की ज़रूरत है, तो वी नीड टू gear up the phase, I believe. And second one need to be much more disciplined way, so that उसके जो disadvantage है वो हम लोग संभाल सकें, and that is a must read, and that's why I required a mentorship. And that is also a good quality of the Atal itself. We do have a huge channel of the mentor pool, and I personally found myself as a learning to connect it with such a initiative. That's the reason, because I got a good the pool of the mentor RMSE, and one of them Vinod is also there over here. So my learning definitely raised over here, and that's I personally loved that part. And when I say learning, I would rather learn more young talent as well. जब मैं 5th 6th ग्रेड के स्टूडेंट से किसी प्रॉब्लम एटीट्यूड को देखता हूँ या उनके कुछ सॉल्यूशन को सुनता हूँ, तो आई पर्सनली लर्नड आउट कि हाउ वी कैन बी वर्क आउट इन दैट वे, एंड दैट आई लव द मोस्ट, एंड दैट्स द मेजर रीजन वी जस्ट कनेक्टेड by this kind of initiative. And the learning wise, I would say it's a use, yeah, and that is a must needed environment ecosystem we need to create out, especially to the innovation. And on the last note, I would just want to incline that my point, we need to have a difference between innovation and invention. So previous we people are much more inclined towards the invention side, and this is must the time laying and the research kind of thing we required out. But when we say about the innovation, आई थिंक इट शुड बी वर्कआउट इन अ वे, और वो आपकी प्रॉब्लम को बहुत जल्दी सॉल्व कर सकता है, और उसके लिए आपको ज़्यादा कुछ रिसर्च की या फिर ज़्यादा रिसोर्सेज की ज़रूरत नहीं होती है, बट अ राइट काइंड ऑफ माइंड सेट और एटीट्यूड आपको ऐसा डेवलप करना होगा, सो दैट वी कैन कम अप विथ वेरियस ऑफ सॉल्यूशंस फ्रॉम आवर ओन प्रॉब्लम्स. And that's all about from my end. And again, thank you so much for having me here, Vinod, and I'm quite excited about this journey here. Thank you so much.
Wow, what a wonderful thing you said. It's a big difference between invention and innovation, because invention needs research and resources, whereas innovation needs mindset and attitude. And we have to understand, in today's era, innovation is required, not invention. Thank you, Mr. Sanjay, for your time to be a part of the podcast, and I'm sure that your wisdom and knowledge is going to help millions of students across India, not only Rajasthan. And once again, thank you.
Guys, truly I believe that this mission could not be so successful without the contribution of each and everyone. And here I would like to convey my sincere thanks to all the parents, the teachers, the mentors, IITs, IIMs, government organizations, public companies, tech giant companies, IT organization. All of them have supported well. And last but not the least, the AIMT and the able leadership of NITI Aayog. I would like to say that this is a massive revolution, and it is all happening because of the big vision of our beloved Prime Minister, Honorable Shri Narendra Modi. This is happening because of the able leadership of the Vice Chairman of NITI Aayog, Dr. Rajiv Kumar, the CEO of NITI Aayog, Shri Amitabh Kant, the Mission Director of Atal Innovation Mission, Dr. Chintan Vaishnav and Mr. Ramanan, and definitely a dedicated team, Miss Deepika, Miss Swati Rao, Miss Madhuri, Mr. Ronak, Miss Naba, Miss Varya. They are really working hard to make this happen. And finally, all the students who are really the center of attraction, who are learning and growing from innovator to entrepreneur. This episode is sponsored by rkswealth.com. A fastest growing company promises to be your partner into the journey of financial freedom. Hope that you have enjoyed the session and looking forward to see you on next Monday with a new personality, the new regional mentor of change from different state of India. Till then, stay safe and stay motivated. Have a pleasant evening. Goodbye.
Appreciate your time to join this week's episode. We hope that you have enjoyed the knowledge and content as shared by the regional mentor of change. We would like to convey our sincere thanks to NITI Aayog, AIM team, and all the sponsors. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, rate, and review. And you can also share it with others on your social media and WhatsApp groups. This show is available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Stitcher, and you can choose your favorite channel. Join us again on next Monday to meet exciting new personality from a different region of India. To catch all the latest podcast from Mr. Vinod Tiwari, you can follow him on Instagram at I am Vinod Tiwari. See you next Monday. Have a pleasant evening.